The following program contains adult language, poor taste in jokes, racial slurs, political slurs, slants, and all sorts of things that, if you are sensitive and have a delicate constitution, you should probably go watch Teletubbies. You were warned.
I ain't drunk, I'm just drinking.
But you're so high.
Oh man, you know I ain't high.
But you're so high.
Yeah, well I just take a little sip every now and then.
But you're so high.
You ought to be ashamed of
Stay
yourself.
drunk all
Oh,
the
come
time.
on now, you all don't feel like that.
Bam! We're back! I'm back. Multiple personalities are back. Hey kids, happy Friday night. This has been a fucking week, I tell you. Work's getting in the way of fun and just, so sorry, there hasn't been a lot of content. But I want to talk about a lot of stuff tonight. And this is the Friday night rant, nothing fancy. There's going to be some cool shit going up this weekend and hopefully get back on track next week. It's been just fucking hard. But I've still been doing a lot of quad stuff, just not able to do the videos. So today, for example, what did we do? See this? This is not mine. This would be Blackhawk's, Hellbender. With Green Cobras. You can tell who he's friends with, right? He fucked it up. I fixed it. And, oh, wait. What else did I do? Oh, Blackhawk's Micro. Yeah, that's fucked up. I fixed it. Let's see what else. Oh, Blackhawk's 4S 1300. He overcharged it, so one cell was too low. I fixed it. Graham's ESCs, working on those, brother. Working on them. Not fixed yet, but close. Anyway, and I finished Warlock's drone. He should be getting that hopefully, Monday? Something like that. And this is fun. I showed you guys, I put up a video called Friends, Frames, and blah, 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 blah. I can't remember what it's called. And my brother Rocco down in Texas that we're doing the PatriotBlades project with, he sent me a frame. He sent me that little thing. I called it a snatch or a, what the fuck's the name of that thing? It's not snatch, though it should be. That's pretty cool. Whatever. Anyway, you guys saw it. It was a little 180 thing. Bam! Look at that shit, son. That fucker's done. Now, the reason I'm showing you this, and I'm going to show you flight footage. My props are coming. I have everything. I have a drawer full of fucking motors. I got drawers full of props. I got extra everything. I do not own 4-inch props. I have never built a 4-inch. I have built 180 before, but I didn't put... Anyway, doesn't matter. I wanted to show you guys what you can build out of spare parts. I didn't pay a fucking thing for any... Well, I did back in the day, but these motors are off of my brother Warlock's drone. That drone I rebuilt for him. He didn't want the motors anymore, and these things are in good shape, and they're those little... What the hell are these things? 1806 things. And they got the spinner caps. I know that's not the best thing in the world, but smallest motors I had that weren't, micros. Threw those on there, and they all work great. Thank you, Warlock. You donated those. Warlock Hunter. Old camera off of one of my drones. Receiver. Old, what the fuck is this thing? SP Racing F3. And I just so happened to have a power distribution board that had OSD in it. So it shows OSD voltage on the camera. And I did put on new ESCs because I have buckets of these things. 30 amp ESCs. 1000 TVL CCD camera. And we got a switchable VTX on the back. 25, 50, 200. This thing's going to be a screaming demon. That's a neat little bird. Now, one of the things I want to bring up, and all of you guys are my friends, and you know what? I have to say, I feel fucking weird when I don't talk to you like at least once every 2 days. I'm like, I got to get out there and do a fucking video because this is just, I just feel weird. It's, and I talk to so many of you on text and Hangouts and email and YouTube, and it's like, fuck. But there's something I want to clear up, and I want your opinions on this. And you guys have heard me rant on this before. This, Rocco, which is Gimbal Guy, for those of you that don't know, sent me this frame. He and I are doing a wicked bitchin' build together. He's got the first half of it. He's got all the parts. He should have it done reasonably soon. And I'm hoping to get that next week so I can put my bits into it. And it's just going to be, you guys are going to be just like fucking amazing. You guys have seen some of my birds, my Cerebuses and my Headhunters and my Hellbenders. I build some pretty nice birds, right? gold cobras, green cobras, and T-motors, and blah, blah, blah. The bird that Gimbal Guy, Rocco, and I are building for the PatriotBlades Club is going to make my birds look like a piece of crap. And I make some nice shit, if I do say so. But there's something I want to clear up, and I want your opinion on it. And a lot of you guys have chimed in, because I've said this before about the whole micro quad and mini quad thing. And I still say you should call a drone and a quad a quad. A drone has GPS and brains, a quad does not. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. This is how I want to do it. And Rocco made this possible with this little frame. This, I think we should call a quadcopter. This is a 250 Cerebus. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Favorite frame in the world. Bam. This, no, take that back. Let's take a little Flag 100 build that I did. This little guy. Very cool. This is a micro. Bam. 100, 250, or 200 up. This, I think, should be called a mini quad. You got micro, mini, and quad. Done. Because there is no macro quad. People always call these things mini quads. I'm like, what the fuck is a real quad then? I'm fucking at a loss. So I'm saying quad, mini, micro. So anything under 180 and under should be a mini quad. Anything that's under 130 and under, I would say, should be a micro. And anything that's above a 180 should be a fucking quad. I'm tired of the whole mini quad, micro quad. Well, what would you call this? If you're calling this a mini quad and you're calling this a micro quad, what in the hell do you call a 180? See? I'm just saying. Anyway, that's it. So thank you, Rocco. You guys are going to see some flight footage. Props are coming in tomorrow. I'm going to do my best to get a flight in on this tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Anyway, yeah. So there's that rant. And what else we have going up? Like I said, Rocco and I are building just like the most bitching quad. You guys are going to be like terrified to fly this thing. He won't tell me the fucking frame he picked out, which is really bothering me. Love you, brother. But it's just like, and I'm going to get him on a rant, and we're going to do the thing that like Chris and I did the other night, where Rocco and I are talking back and forth face to face and, whatever else. So it's going to be fucking loads of fun. But hopefully his boy makes an appearance too. Icy Creed, he's a bad little kid. But anyway, he and I are building that badass bird. Me and Corey, a buddy of mine, I can't remember your YouTube thing, dude. It's so weird. It's like CRCRX or something. You guys see me and him talking all the time. We talk on Hangouts too, and he and I are building a badass micro. And there's a couple other guys out there that are building birds with me for the club. This club is going to take off. And I've been kind of lying low a little bit on it, just because I want to get some birds into circulation first, so you guys see that this is real. And I've got so many people that are backing this up, and so many people. My buddy Graham out in the UK, he's been an awesome supporter. Love you, brother. And Ian, obviously, which is Blackhawk, and all you guys, all my family on the channel. And that's pretty much what you've become. Seriously, you're my brothers. So, yeah, when I get a few of these birds into circulation, might be that 180 as well. My Y4 is going in it. The one Rocco and I are building are going in it. And they don't have to be high-end birds, guys. They just have to be birds, And we're just going to get the circulation going. I got my brother Matt and Marky, I think he goes by, out in the UK that are thinking about making a division out in England with this, which would be just fucking badass. And I wish it came today, but it hasn't yet. My good brother, and you guys have heard me mention his name 1,000 fucking times. His name's Quadfather. He's down in Louisiana, I believe. And he is and when I made the announcement for Patriot Birds, which I'm very excited about, he made this, I made the announcement saying, hey, if any of you guys know of a good artist or are a good artist, I would love for you guys to come up with a concept for a picture. Maybe we can make some stickers and just shit like that. And Quadfather, I talk to the guy like every day, and I consider us good friends. I sent him a frame, and he's just the coolest guy in the world. Love him dearly. I can't wait to get down there and fly with him. And he's like, dude, I'm a licensed tattoo guy. Fuck, I'll draw it up. So he draws me this sketch, and it's beautiful. I'm not going to tell you what it is. but it's all American, and it's just, you guys are gonna fucking love it because you're on my tube channel, and I know you're all Americans, and you're just gonna fucking love this. And then he says, I'm gonna make you and Blackhawk t-shirts of this fucking thing, and I'm gonna airbrush them. You know, he's making these things. I am so fucking pumped. Anyway, he mailed me the original drawing. Yeah, it's in the mail. And I'm going to scan it and make the logo and put it on the YouTube page for this, and maybe make up some stickers to give out to you guys that are into this. And but I'm going to feature that on the channel. I'm going to show you guys the original. I'm going to frame the fucker, and I'm going to put it up on my wall. Bam! It's going to be awesome. So special thanks to my brother, PJ, which is Quadfather. Absolutely love you, brother. And we need to talk more. But we talk a lot. So that's coming up. And I am starting the Drone Zone series, which you guys saw the sex change. And I want to talk about that. That's kind of fucking funny. One of my subs, I can't remember who it is. I talked to so many of you guys. I can't remember who said it. But he's like, I clicked on this clickbait and blah, blah, blah. You know, he's making a joke, I think. But I'm like, clickbait? What the fuck are you talking about? He goes, well, I saw the sex change thing, Warlock sex change. I'm like, oh, it wasn't really clickbait. It was meant to be funny. You know me. I don't do anything seriously. And so I apologize if I put up clickbait. I called it a sex change because it was an old school quad I turned into a drone. It wasn't meant to be clickbait. I don't think my channel is clickbaitable. You know, I got my little family here of those few guys that we all talk. 600 of you. And that's the way I like it. So it's not clickbait. It's just meant to be humor, you know. But anyway, I've decided, if you guys saw that video, the Warlock sex change, that was I said in the title, what did I call it? The pilot, the Warlock sex change. And it was the pilot because I've had so many of you guys show interest in drones, meaning quadcopters with GPS or hexcopters with GPS or octocopters, whatever, Y4s, whatever you want. And I've had a lot of you show interest. And my brother, Lincoln, down south, he and I are going to build a drone together. It's not going to go in the club. It's not a PatriotBlade thing. It's just drone. I don't really want drones in the club. It takes a certain level of knowledge to really not fuck up a drone. Not that it's harder than a quad. It's really not, but it's different. And it's just too much. Setting up the radio and all that shit. We don't want drones in the club. We can start a separate club that's drones, if you guys want, and call it Patriot Missile. I don't know. But anyway, my brother Lincoln down south, he and I are going to build a drone together. And he's going to send me the parts, and we're going to set it up, and, you know, it's two friends doing something together. Don't know if that's going to be a video or not, whatever. But I am starting the Drone Zone bit, and I think I told you guys that. And it might start tonight. I might do the video, or I might start tomorrow. But it's going to be cradle to grave. And what we mean by that in my industry is from start to finish, meaning the frame, the motors, the GPS, the flight control board, how everything is wired, why does it work, all the drone theory. Because that's where people get lost. Like, well, does altitude hold do this, and GPS hold, what's that do, and why do you need the magnometer, and why do you need GPS, and what are waypoints, and, you know, it's all that stuff, cradle to grave. So I'm going to build this monster fucking drone. I've got a few drones, obviously, as you guys know. I'm going to be doing the wing drone too, but that's a whole separate thing, and that's not going to be a quick build. So this is going to be a quad drone. And the frame was donated or given to me by my good friend Warlock Hunter, which I built the drone for. He gave me this frame, and it's an older frame. It's actually been around for a really long time. And I'm not going to show you. I spent a couple hours building the frame yesterday, and turned out really, really, really nice. And thank you, brother. I love it. I'm going to put so much shit into this thing. It's just going to be like fucking terrifying. It's going to be a JSONified fucking crazy thing. But I'm going to tell you guys 2 different ways to build drones during this video series. And I don't know how many videos it's going to be. It might be 3, it might be 7, I don't know. But I'm going to show you how to build a big psychotic JSONified headhunter, kill your kids in the neighborhood thing, or an EWAD. An EWAD meaning more of a quadcopter size. You know, like, EWAD's pretty small. My famous drone. EWAD's only a 200. And he's the R2-D2 of the channel, as we all know. But I've got 450s, 500s, 550s, 330s, Y4s, blah, 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 blah. I built a lot of fucking drones. And So I'm gonna give you guys 2 build lists. Not really lists, but guidelines. I'm gonna say if you want to build a more neutral drone where it's like you kind of know what it's going to do and it's going to handle like a quad, bam, build it like this. But the one we're going to do in the video is going to be bam, build it like bam, huge. I say bam too much, but anyway, it's going to be that. And I'm either starting that tonight or tomorrow, the first installment. We're just going to go over some theory and parts. I'm going to show you guys the frame I'm going to use. And you don't have to use the frame I'm using. You don't have to use the motors I'm using. That's what the beauty of this stuff. It's like you guys have to have this and it has to have that, but it can be any brand, it can be any type. Boom, 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 boom. Because drones are not really performance specific. It's more technology specific. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be cool. So back to quads. So yeah, I got a bunch of Patriot builds going on. And one of the things, you guys are going to think I'm fucking crazier than normal. Remember, where the fuck is it? This fucking thing. The fastback. Remember this build video we just did the other day where I showed you guys, this is how you put a run cam in a 130. Flew this today out with Blackhawk. Now, mind you, it is so fucking cold out right now here. It's like 30 degrees. And Blackhawk and I decided, well, let's go fly micros. And we flew fucking so bad, I'm not even putting up the DVR. It was just terrifying. It was just... He got stuck in a tree, I got stuck in a bush, we crashed constantly. It was just, we had to go sit in my car with the heated seats and warm up, you know, it was like, fuck me. But anyway, here is my coveted, been flown 3 times, Flag 130 fastback, which turned out beautiful. I'm going to tear it apart now. And we're going to take the guts and put it in my brother Tom's homemade frame that he made for me. Ooh, it's a Jason thing. And, but I'm not using these motors. These motors are great. These HDLRC 6000s, beautiful motors for a 3-inch. I'm going to put on DYS 7500s on this pig. And we're going to put the run cam in it. We're going to do a complete body swap. So we're going to go from limo to sports car. This thing weighs nothing, kids. I mean, seriously, I've had farts that weighed more than this fucking thing. Bam! So Tom, that's what we're going to do. We're going to call it the Tom race car. It's going to be badass. So that little run cam is going to go in there. We're going to put the stack in there. Yeah. That's badass. So that's what's happening with that. This thing's going to be a scalded dog, man. And I probably will destroy it, but fuck it. It's my brother's, Tom's, and he made it for me, and I'm just so happy about it. So that's going to be really cool. So that's coming up. And to next week, we've got 2 Mocha Simplex frames coming in. If you guys remember my Mocha Simplex, bam! See all the grass? Look at that shit. Fucking weed eater, man. They hire this shit to do the yard. But this is my headhunter, which is probably my fastest and coolest and favorite bird ever. And I don't know if I told you guys or not. I probably did. But Mocha contacted me. It's like, hey, we're coming out with the Pro. We want to send you one. Okay. Like, I'm going to turn that down. It's like my favorite frame. This and the Cerebus, favorite frames. It's called a Z frame. And these motors are supposed to be put on top. I put them on the bottom to call it a headhunter. That's just me. This is not the way it's intended to be built. This thing flies so fucking nice, guys. It's like, forget about it. This is just, bam, badass. So anyway, they contact me. It's like, hey, we like what you did. We want to send you the Pro when it comes out. And we want to send you a drone frame that's foldable. And I said, okay, fine, you know. And the drone frame's out of stock, whatever. But so they're sending me the Pro version carbon foam. What that means is it's going to have a mil of carbon fiber on the top, a mil of carbon fiber on the bottom, and then foam in the middle. And I know that sounds cheesy, but it makes for an extremely strong, extremely light frame. And the Pro is a little bit different than this bird. And one of the things I decided to do, I am brutally honest, and this is not a sponsored channel by any stretch of the imagination. I don't get free shit. I mean, I do sometimes, but you guys don't even see it. What the hell is that? Battery's dead. And so I wanted to buy another one of these anyway because I love this frame. I wanted at least 2 because I'm going to tear down my Purple 215 or my other Frog. And so I thought, okay, if you guys are going to send me one for free, which they did, they are, it should be here next week, I'm going to buy one too. And I told him that. I said, you can send me all you want, but I'm still going to give you the money. I'm going to buy, I want to buy the all carbon Pro. So I'm getting 2 of those things next week. So I'm like, oh, fuck me. That's going to be badass. And I'm going to do a build video of how to make a headhunter. I don't know if it's going to be next week, but I'll definitely be doing the review of the frames next week. And knowing me, I'll do the build video too. But it's not a brand new build video. It's going to be a tear down. I'm either going to tear down the Frog, which has my coveted Sunny Skies on there. These things are badass. Love these motors. Or it's going to be my Purple 215, which also has sunny skies on it. I've only flown the 215, I think, twice. I don't use it. So I don't use either one of those birds. So I'm going to tear both of them down and make them into headhunters. And one of those, probably the foam one, I'm going to do a build video on. So you guys can see what it takes to build a headhunter configuration. That's going to be cool. So that's coming up. And then I'm going to be doing the build video for the PatriotBlades gimbal guy and JJ RotoGeek. I'm going to be doing my half. Hopefully next week. I got to talk to Rocco, see how far he got on that. Because I've got my parts in, he's got his parts in. Bam, this thing is going to be just, like I said, fucking forget about it. If you could have sex with the quad kids, trust me, this is the one you're going to want. So, the last thing. So there's a bunch of shit coming up. And I'm sorry I've been kind of, like I said, a little MIA, but that's okay. This is the most important part of the video, so I hope you still watch this. Tomorrow night, tomorrow is Veterans Day, and you all know I am Mr. fucking America, right? So I decided we got to do something for Veterans Day. I mean, fuck me, you know? And so what we're going to do, Blackhawk, Ian, and myself, and Zebra are going to do, I call it the RotoRant, okay? But it's not really rant, it's just, we're going to do the Skype thing, kind of like how explicit FPV, you know, Chris and I did the other week. And Chris and I are doing one too. Maybe Sunday? I don't know. We're supposed to do it tonight, I think, but I think we both got busy. Anyway, I really want you guys to stay tuned with this. It's not going to be live or anything, but me and Ian, or Blackhawk, we built him his Hellbender, as you guys may have saw, and we sent it to him out in the Middle East, and then he sent us these hats, and he sent me that my coveted flag. So we're going to have him on Skype for a RotoRant tomorrow, and we're going to ask him about military and thank him and thank everybody in our military and do a JJ RotoGeek RotoRant special for Veterans Day, and we're going to have Zebra FPV, bam, on the fucking channels. I cannot wait for that. So please tune in for that. You guys are just absolutely amazing. I love you all. We got a shit ton coming. Oh yeah, don't forget my drone wing. That's coming too. But we have lots of quad stuff coming, lots of drone stuff coming, because I have my love for drones, so that's coming too. And I'll do both at the same time. It's not going to be, oh, I'm working on a drone for a weekend. Oh, I'm going to do a quad. You know me. I'll build. I built this one in I think 45 minutes or an hour. So yeah, I'm going to keep the quad people happy and the drone people happy, and most importantly, me happy, because that's the show I like to build. So anyway, lots of stuff coming up. Missed you guys. I will talk to you more tomorrow, and it might even be tonight if Mama's doing something. Oh, I have a shameless plug. One more thing. No, I'm going to hold on to that. We'll do that tomorrow night. Never mind. Keep shining side up. God bless you guys. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.